Hello everybody, we are going to be doing a real quick message about your love life, so welcome or welcome back. We have 3 piles. You could just choose from the energy of each pile, or you could choose from the message that is on the card, or the look of the card, whatever. So I'm going to read you each card individually, then I'm going to show you all the cards side by side so you could get a better view. And the timestamps are down below in the description. So with pile number 1, we have, in any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Pile number 2, I honor how I want to feel. And pile number 3, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Alright, and now all together, these are our piles. So choose the one that fits you the most, or the one that feels the most right. 111 on the clock. The timestamps are down below in the description and in the comments. And I will see you guys later in your piles. Toodles. Pile number 1, those of you who chose this card right here, in any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. This is going to be your reading. We're going to put your card right here and let's get straight into it. Let's get a message for pile 1 about their love life, please, Spirit. I heard that you guys need to have surrender, like you guys need to surrender to your love life, because I feel like a lot of you could be fighting your love life in some sort of way, either fighting for a certain outcome, fighting against the current, or maybe fighting love off. We have the 9 of Pentacles and the Chariot. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, you guys could have been single for a very long time, or you guys could just be pushing to make things happen on your own. For a lot of you, I feel like you cannot depend on love, or love is never something that is very stable for you. It doesn't feel, I'm hearing for some of you, it doesn't feel real. Maybe some of you don't believe in real love, or some things have happened within your love life that have caused you not to necessarily believe in real love. And we have a lot of yellow in these 3 cards. So what I'm getting here is that your solar plexus chakra is something that might be a little blocked right now. You guys might be feeling a little creative block, a little block to your expression. For some of you guys, you might need to express yourself a little bit more. I'm seeing also with this Chariot, you guys might think of things very black and white when it comes to love. It's either this person loves me or they don't love me, or this person's action shows me that they love me, or it shows me that they don't love me. And I'm sorry if I'm articulating this the wrong way, but what Spirit is trying to tell you is they want you to look at things as like a spectrum. 222 on the clock. They don't want you to look at things so black and white. They want you to try to find the yin in the yang and the yang in the yin, right? They want you to try to find the little bit of a gray area. So for some of you, you could have gone through something with a specific person that really really hurt you, and it could have made you think like, oh, this person never loved me, or there was never love in this connection. Because if there was ever love, how could you make a mistake like you made? And how could you do me the way that you did me? And what Spirit wants you to know is that even if someone has true and real love for us, sometimes they don't know how to express true and real love. Sometimes we don't even know what true and real love feels like because we never had it modeled to us. And someone who doesn't know or has never had it modeled to them, sorry, my cat's trying to get on my table. Someone who has never had true love and real healthy love modeled to them is not going to be able to express love in a healthy way all of the time. And sometimes people will make mistakes, and our mistakes don't always mean, oh, well, I never loved you, or like the love is gone. I feel like for some of you, you guys could get into relationships that are very like extreme. So like when things are really good, it's really amazing, and when things are bad, it can get really bad or really toxic. And Spirit is just wanting to let you know that it doesn't always have to be like that. Okay, good and bad, right and wrong, healthy and unhealthy, they're all parts of the same coin. They're two sides of the same coin, right? And we embody all of this energy. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. So a lot of you, a lot of you could have dealt with people who were liars or manipulators, people who didn't necessarily always speak the truth, always tell you the truth, right? I'm also hearing, in what way were you lying to yourself? Take that only if it resonates. Excuse me. Yeah, you could have dealt with, okay, this is sort of the message that I was getting from the beginning. You guys could have dealt with people who had like lied to you, cheated on you, went behind your back, and stepped outside of the relationship or of the connection. And this could have made the connection maybe turn really toxic. And Spirit wants you to know that just because people made these certain mistakes doesn't necessarily mean that they didn't love you. It doesn't mean that you have to forgive them at all. So don't think that that's what I'm trying to say. However, not everybody knows how to show love in a healthy way. Not everybody knows how to communicate their feelings and be honest about their intentions, you know. And some people, they can love you so deeply, but they don't have any love for themselves. And if you don't have any love for yourselves, you can only meet people at the level at which you met yourself, right? So this doesn't mean that they can't have love for you, but this does mean that if they haven't met themselves on a real deep level, and if they don't have that real deep healthy self-love, they're not necessarily going to know how to express a deep love for anybody else, right? Because they haven't met themselves on that level. But that doesn't mean that the feelings is not there. Love is a feeling, it is a vibration, right? Sometimes love makes mistakes. Sometimes love is confusing. Sometimes love is, you know, I can't even really put it into words on what Spirit is trying to say here. I feel like for some of you, with this Seven of Wands coming out underneath of the Nine of Pentacles and the Chariot, you guys might be trying to, maybe the reason why I am getting this message so strongly in your reading is maybe you're trying to move forward from somebody who's done you like this, and this is the closure that you needed. For some of you, maybe you're trying to move forward with somebody who has made these mistakes and trying to forgive this person, right? However, the way that you're looking at things, the way that you might be perceiving, or the way that you might have perceived love in the past, could be something that is blocking your success with this person this time around. Yeah, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So if this is somebody that you're dealing with now, okay, so I'm getting two messages. For those of you who are trying to move on, you need to realize that not everybody is the same. What Spirit wants to tell you, not everybody is the same. Not everybody is going to hurt you. Not everybody is going to play you. The King of Wands is a really loyal partner. And then on the back of the deck, we have the 10 of Pentacles, and then we have Judgment. This is saying that you can have exactly what you want. You don't have to compensate. You don't have to feel like, oh, well, you know, love is always like this. Love is always bad, or somebody's always going to hurt me, because that's not always the case. That is not the case, right? And what might be holding you back from that healthy love with a new partner could be your inability to, or your unwillingness to see things differently, or your inability to maybe believe that you can have something very much different from what you've already experienced, right? And for those of you that you guys are dealing with somebody who has hurt you in the past, somebody who has maybe fucked you over or cheated on you or da-da-da-da, and you guys are trying to move forward within this connection to make it better, try to work on things more. Try to work out things. Spirit is wanting to say to you with this King of Pentacles and this Ace of Wands, this person, I feel like they've very much changed. I feel like this person might have not known before what they wanted and might have been fighting themselves, just like you might be fighting love. The Spirit is saying that it's okay for you to open up, because this person, I feel like they've already went through their karma. I feel like they've gone through all the bullshit. They've really learned the hard lessons the hard way. And I feel like they're ready to give you what you need and be faithful and honest and truthful with you. For some of you, I feel like you guys are thinking about starting a family, or maybe getting a house, a home, something to do with finances here. But Spirit wants you guys to know that everything is covered. If you guys are worried about money or struggles or something like that, I'm hearing that everything is covered. Like the universe has got your back. But I'm also hearing, if you guys are trying to work out something with somebody new, or even going into like a new connection with somebody else, Spirit is really wanting you guys to open the lines of communication. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Right? Be honest about how you feel. Be honest about how people make you feel, about how situations make you feel. Be honest, even if it's, you know, I hear for some of you, I don't want to bring up the past. But for some of you, it might be necessary to bring up the past so that you could clear out some sort of like energetic debris that is blocking this connection from going forward, or blocking your love life from going forward, right? All right, let's get a couple oracle cards. So we're gonna get one from the romance angels. This could be for those of you who are looking for love. It could be most likely it's probably gonna be for those of you who are having a specific person in mind. Can we get a message, please? We have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So getting away with your person, just one-on-one, would be really good. Oh, we have 3 actually. Look, this is beautiful. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Right? Soulmate, this could be the one. And then we have, this could be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. The soulmate card said, yes, this is your soulmate. So if you're asking if this person is your soulmate, a specific person, yes, they are. And I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. And then it says, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. And only take this message if you're asking about a specific person and your intuition is already telling you this. Okay? But for those of you who was asking, is this the person? Have I already met my person? And your intuition is telling you yes, then this is confirming that you've already met the romantic partner that you seek. All right. Let's get one from this deck. An oracle card, please. All right, so we have the cosmos creativity and vastness, and it's number 41, which reduces to 5, which sort of shows me the difficulties that you guys have been through, either with this person or on your own with other people in other romantic connections. And Spirit is just wanting to tell you, with creativity and the vastness, they're really wanting to tell you that, like, you have such a wide spectrum of possibilities for you, and it's all about what you believe, and it's all about what you feel that you can achieve, right? It's all about what are you going to create in this connection or in future connections. And look, we have this sacred union, partnership, and romance. And this is just another confirmation for those of you who are not sure, who were asking if a specific person is right for you. If your intuition has been telling you yes, this is a confirmation. Absolutely. We have 27, which is 9, which is the end of a cycle, the end of a difficult cycle, bringing you into happiness. For some of you guys, you're asking about marriage, and this is a really good sign. Look, the Lady of Lightning, surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. And I feel like that's what you're going through, either within a specific connection or within yourself. Excuse me. Let's get one of these cards, and then we are going to end that here. Spirit, can I get a message? And okay, for pile number 1. It says, let your dreams shift and reshape, just like your life shifts. Let your dreams shift and reshape, just like your life shifts and shapes every day. Ask yourself every morning, am I shaping my life the way I want it to be? That is beautiful. So that is the message that I have for you guys. I hope it resonated for you, and I will see you guys later. Like, comment, and subscribe if it did help you in any way. Hello, pile number 2. You guys chose the card I honor how I want to feel, and this is going to be your reading. Sorry for the like sound. I totally forgot to warn pile 1. But yeah, there's going to be back and forth, you know, annoying little noise, because that is our heater going on and it's super fucking loud. So I apologize for that. So let's get into your reading. A message for pile 2 about their love life. No, I only want one card. You guys might be a little nervous about your love life, a little unsure. Maybe you guys are starting to do things in a completely different way, starting to see things in a completely different way with that Death card coming out. Okay, we'll take it. We have Judgment and the 2 of Swords. So, Spirit, what do you want to say with these cards, please? You guys are completely shifting your paradigm. I feel like you guys are stepping into a whole new way of loving yourself, which then is trickling down into your love life and allowing your love life to prosper in a way that it really has never prospered before. However, you guys might still have some doubts or fears here. Yeah. Fears of being abandoned, fears of people walking out on you, fears of people leaving you in the cold, fears of people lying to you and having secrets. Maybe you guys are even fearful that you are going to hurt somebody here in a situation. With this 2 of Wands, I keep looking at her blindfold. So for some of you guys, you're not allowing yourself to see the truth of a situation. And I feel like what the truth could be of this situation is that you are blocking your own blessings. The Wheel of Fortune. I'm hearing Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I feel like you guys have encountered a lot of difficulty in your past, a lot of heartbreak through connections, whether this is heartbreak that you guys have caused, heartbreak that has been caused by other people. But Spirit wants you to know that heartbreak, difficulty, and difficulties in relationships, it always is a two-way street. It's never just the blame should never just be put on one person. So if you're putting all the blame on a specific person, or even if you're putting all the blame specifically on yourself, Spirit really wants to tell you that you need to see, like, it's sort of a message that I was also getting in pile number 1. The message is very different. However, there's one message that is staying the same, is like needing to see the gray area in things, needing to really digest the fact that nothing is all good or all bad, right? Nothing is all your fault or all another person's fault, right? That's sort of what I'm getting here. I feel like a lot of you, you're feeling like you need help in some sort of area, whether this is mentally, financially, emotionally. I'm feeling like you guys need a little bit of reassurance, and I feel like you guys need to speak out about it. And I feel like what's really holding you back with the blindfold is that you need to speak your truth. For a lot of you, Spirit is saying not to rush into a connection or not to rush into anything too serious right now, because you guys need some time to rest. You guys need some time to recuperate. You guys need some time to be alone for a little while. And this doesn't mean like, oh, break up with your person or like whatever if you guys are in a specific connection already. So if you guys are in a connection already, this is not saying to break up with your person or like just to be like, you know, whatever. And, you know, it's more so like take space within that connection, you know, allow your person to know that like you still need your space, you still need your alone time, and that you don't want to rush into anything too soon because you still have healing to do, right? For a lot of you, you guys could be afraid of past cycles repeating, and this is why it's really important for you guys to take that alone time. And I don't see past cycles repeating because we have the Wheel of Fortune right here, and yeah, the Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands. So this is like you guys graduating from a cycle, but you guys still might need that little bit of downtime. You guys still might need that little bit of like recuperation time, right? And like I said, it's really important for you guys to let people know when you need space. Let people know when you need time alone, right? And for those of you who are not in a connection, this is saying not to jump into one or not to rush your way into one, because it will present itself when it is needed, right? And I'm also hearing like everything that presents itself is not always for you. And that's only for a specific few people, so take it only if it resonates. I feel like you guys are making your way towards this full fulfillment, this Nine of Cups, this wish fulfillment, this everything I want and more type energy. But that's why it's, like I said, very important for you guys to pull back your energy when you need to. Don't force yourself to talk when you don't want to talk. Don't force yourself to be around people when you don't want to be around people. Don't force yourself to do anything that feels uncomfortable. Like and look, we have the infinity sign over the angel's head. And that is really, and it's coming out like basically underneath the Wheel of Fortune. So that is really all about completing cycles, completing really tough cycles here. I'm also hearing that you need to tune out any background noise that is happening right now, or that you might be going through, because I feel like for those of you, okay, so I'm getting two messages about this here. For those of you who are already in a connection, this is a really solid, stable connection. So you need to tune out any fears, or not tune out any fears. You need to feel them and allow them to subside, and allow yourself to recognize them as what they are. They are fears. Tune out any distractions from other people. Tune out any unwanted opinions, any unneeded opinions, right? People should only be expressing their opinion on your connection, on your love life, if you ask for it, right? And for those of you who are not in a connection right now, you guys are building a lot of stability within your own life individually. So don't allow anybody, romantically, platonically, like even if it's family, to come in and ruin that for you by putting their unsolicited advice or opinions into the mix where it should not be put, right? Like I said, you guys are closing a very, very deep cycle, and it's sort of, this Ten of Swords is bringing me back to another deck that I have. I think it's the cosmic dreams or something like that, and in the Ten of Swords in there, it's him obviously on the ground with the 10 swords in his back, but his spirit is floating above him. And this is all about endings and new beginnings, knowing that where there is a door closed, another door will be open, right? I feel like you guys are really shedding a very deep layer of self. And I feel like this might be or seem or feel really uncomfortable. And your fears might be a little amplified right now, because you guys are really, really trying your best and really moving forward into a level of love, or a level or a version of self that is foreign to you. So it might feel very scary, it might feel very unsafe, because it is something that you are not used to, but it is something that is going to be very beneficial, and it is something that is going to ultimately be very, very good for you, for your life, for your prosperity, for your abundance, and especially for your connections, your romantic connections. Okay, so don't fear that oh, I'm slipping back into bad, patterns, or oh, I'm slipping into fear, or I'm just not sure. Like, it's okay to be not sure. It's okay to be going through difficult times, right? But knowing that this is going to, I'm hearing this is going to lead to a lot more prosperity. This is going to lead to a lot more abundance. If you guys feel like you're sort of falling back a little bit, like you've taken 5 steps forward already and now you're being pushed like 10 steps back, that's just an illusion. It's just you guys are cleaning up that little bit of energy that was holding you in that past cycle. You guys are finally cleaning that out and pushing, I'm not going to say pushing it away, because that's not the correct term. You guys are finally being forced to feel all of it, and that might be really uncomfortable, and it might really not feel good, but the more you allow yourself to feel it and deal with it now, the more you can release it. If you try to release it without feeling it, without acknowledging it, with just pushing it away, 1111, you're going to, what's going to happen is you're going to sweep it under the rug. And what happens when you constantly sweep dirt under the rug? Like, okay, a little bit of dirt, you're not going to see anything, but then you keep on sweeping the dirt under, and you keep on sweeping the dirt under, and you keep on sweeping the dirt under. Then your rug's not going to be like this, it's going to be like this. There's going to be a mountain of dirt under there, and it's just going to get to the point one day where it all spills out and it's unbearable, and it's so much to deal with. So deal with these feelings, deal with these traumas, deal with these pains, these fears, these doubts, whatever. Let yourself feel them when they arise. Don't push them away, because then you are making it more difficult for yourself in the long run, and you're going to cause yourself a lot of emotional distress. Okay, so deal with them when they arise so that you can feel them, and then let them pass after you feel them, and it'll get easier and easier and easier as you continue the process. It's not going to be easy the first time. It's not going to be easy to sit with these feelings the first time. It's not going to be easy to deal with the difficult emotions the first time. I apologize. But it will be worth it. It will be worth it, okay? Let's get some Romance Angel Oracle cards. Advice on pile 2's love life, please. Here we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, whether this is a higher level commitment or an actual engagement in your physical love life, or whether this is a higher level of commitment from yourself to your love life, or this could even be a higher level of commitment from a person to you. However, it could be all three. We also have separation on the back of the deck. So for those of you that are in separation, that just know that it is a separation, not an ending. And for those of you that doesn't resonate, that you are actually actively with somebody, that separation could just be denoting that space that you might need to take periodically for yourself that I was talking about earlier. We have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And I was talking about how love is a vibration. Love is an energy. I don't know if I was talking about that in your reading. I might have talked about it in another pile. You guys might have been drawn to pile number 1. Sort of the same message, but a little different, or you might have needed both messages. Look, children, your love life is being affected by children. This could be positively or not so positively, but I feel like it's positively. I don't know if I want to, yeah, I guess I'll take these. We have free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. And then we have you deserve love. You are lovable. Sorry, I couldn't read it. And then on the back of the deck, we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. What was I saying? Now let's get to these oracle cards, and then we'll get a last message for you guys before we go. Can I get 2 messages for pile number 2? We have the Dragon's Duel, inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. This definitely is the energy that I was picking up earlier on in the reading, and it has 23, which is a 5, which is all about difficulty. It's all about conflict, but it is also all about changes. So with this inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice, Spirit is just wanting you to know that the conflict that is going on is an internal conflict. I don't feel like it's really a conflict within your connection. It's more so you versus you. I kind of want to take this one. We have the Hawk Prince, spirit communication and paying attention, which is number 11, and that breaks down to 2. I just saw 555, which is major change, and 2 is all about our choices. It's all about romantic connection. It's all about love. It's all about that heart energy, right? So they're just wanting you to know that Spirit is really communicating with you. If you're asking for signs from Spirit, you're definitely getting them, so pay attention to the signs and synchronicities that you are seeing. A lot of angel numbers probably for you guys. I also heard boats for some of you guys. I don't know why I heard that. And then the back of the deck is Sisters of the Seasons, cycles of growth, natural law, and divine order. And this is an 8, all about that's an 8. And then we have the infinity symbol, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is all about cycles. It's 8s and the infinity symbols are all about cycles, growth, and evolution. And so Spirit is saying, excuse me, even if you feel, like I said, that you are being brought back to things that are maybe uncomfortable, it is all for a reason. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Your heart chakra and your throat chakra are really clearing right now. Having honest communication with your partner would be really, really advised. advised or advisable, whatever, right now. 1717, you're on the right path, guys. All right. A message for pile number 2, please. We have, even though your dream isn't possible right now, could you give it a chance to come through or come true in the future? And that's for some of you. I feel like this message isn't for all of you. Or it might only be in certain circumstances. And let's get one more. We have, imagine the life you really want to live. Observe your surroundings through new possibilities. Shape your consciousness to include your dreams. All right, guys, that is what I have for you. I hope this message resonated, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Toodles. Hello, pile 3. You chose this card. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. So let's get into your reading on your love life. I'm hearing the song Complicated by Avril Lavigne, I believe it is. Why you gotta go and make things so complicated. That song. We have the 2 of Cups. That's actually beautiful to come out the first card in your love reading. I'm hearing irreconcilable differences. So for some of you, okay, we're going to expand on this as we pull cards. But for some of you, you guys might be dealing with somebody who you have irreconcilable differences with. Who it's like, I love you, you love me, but this is just not gonna work because of how different we are. So that's for some of you, and for others of you, you guys might feel, so really it's very situational. I'm getting 50-50 split energy. So for some of you, you might feel as though certain differences are irreconcilable, but Spirit is wanting you to take a more optimistic approach. And like I said, it's very split energy, so take only what resonates with you. We've been getting the Page of Pentacles in the back of the deck every reading so far. So this is all about taking it slow, allowing yourself to really look at the opportunities that are in front of you before leaping and jumping into or towards something, right? Look, we have the Sun. Yeah, okay. So for most of you, this is about you guys maybe believing that there is just too much or not enough in a certain connection. And Spirit is wanting you to look at, like I said, take a more optimistic approach towards this connection, because I feel like it's not as bad or not as detrimental as you guys might think or feel that it is. You guys might feel that there are certain differences that are irreconcilable. I feel like for a lot of you, there's somebody in your life that there's just certain things that you need them to change, and there's certain things that they need you to change. And Spirit wants you to know that compromise. Everything is a two-way street here. It's funny because all the piles are connecting. It's like pile 2 was connected to pile number 1, but I don't feel its energy in pile number 3. And pile 3 is connected to pile number 2, but I don't feel its energy in pile number 1. So that's just really interesting here. This is also all about interconnectedness, especially with this child right here. I feel like there could be something that is binding you to a certain person. Yeah, confirmation. I don't know if you guys heard the motorcycle, but like I said, I'm feeling like a 50-50 split in this pile. For some of you, there are some things that are binding you to a person that you really, really just want to let go of. And it's not ego. It's not hard feelings or anything like that that makes you not want to deal with this person. It's just simply, we are just not right for each other, or I just don't want this anymore. And Spirit is saying that you should definitely follow your gut on this. And for others of you, there is a certain soul contract that is binding you to somebody that you're trying to let go of, but you really don't want to let go of. And if that is the scenario that resonates with you, Spirit is saying to give this time, to allow it to play out the way that it needs to play out, allow everything to happen the way that it is happening right now. Because if there is some sort of separation or disconnect right now, it is meant so that you guys can individually heal what you need to heal, you know, at an individual level, on an individual level, on a self level, right? Because healing the self is always going to be detrimental, or not detrimental, it's always going to be very, very important in healing your connections. And I saw 444, which is stability. It's all about creating a stable, honest environment, right? It's also about balance. Yeah. This is, yeah, okay. So this is really sort of feeling like the first option that I was saying, for some of you that you don't want this anymore. And I feel like that could resonate. Like I said, sorry, I know I keep going back and forth. I know the energy is a little confusing. That's also probably how you guys might feel. Is that you're a little bit confused. You don't know necessarily what way to turn. I feel like you guys know that you need space, but you don't know what you want in the long term. And if that is where you're at right now, that is perfectly fine. There is nothing wrong with being a little confused. There is nothing wrong with not being entirely sure. I just saw 555. You're going through immense change right now within the self. So it is going to create immense change in your physical reality and within your connections. You know, because if you are changing and shedding a layer of self, or shedding, you know, stepping into a new paradigm, or stepping into a new timeline, or changing thought patterns or behavioral patterns, this is going to ultimately and always, it is going to affect your connections, your love life, your romance. It is going to connect, it is going to connect, okay. It is going to always have that ripple effect, right? Because whatever we are going through within the self, whether it's in huge monumental ways or just little minuscule ways, it is always going to present itself in our physical reality as well. Especially if we are ignoring the work that we need to do, or the way that we feel. I feel like for you guys, it's more so the way that you feel. And Spirit is saying that if this is something that you do want to drop, either permanently, if this connection or a certain connection, or maybe the way of being in certain connections, a pattern of behavior in certain connections, if this is something that you want to drop, either permanently or temporarily, that is something that you should definitely do. And then the universe is going to bring you in something a whole lot better, or a whole lot more beneficial for you at the moment, you know, in your current reality. And with the Magician, excuse me, with the Magician on the back of the deck, this is saying, Spirit wants you to know that, like, there's not, like, for you guys, it's not a very set, like, oh, well, you need to do this, or, oh, well, you'll need to do that. I don't feel your angels or your guides really telling you what to do here. It's sort of, they're just telling you, follow what you feel is best for you in the moment, and that is what will lead you to your success, because you guys can make it however you want to make it. If you guys want this connection, this behavior, this pattern, whatever, to be over, you can make the choices that will lead to that outcome. If you want it to take some time and space so that you guys can heal and come back together in a better energy, a more healthy connection, that is something that is very much possible as well. It's all about, it's all about the choices that you make and the route that you take to your dreams, right? We have the moon. Yes, this is all about balance. This is all also about uncertainty, right? So it's okay to be a little confused. It's okay to be a little unsure. And look, we have the moon, but it's also in the sun, right? It also sort of feels like the sun to me. So we have the moon and the sun. I didn't even fucking realize that. Talk about goddamn balance. So we kept seeing 4. We have a 4 right here. We also have a 2, masculine and feminine. We also have the sun and the moon, masculine and feminine, dark and light. This is all about balance, coming into balance with yourself. I feel like you guys are really coming into a version of self that you have not, it's like, I don't know her, who is she, right? Or he, or whatever. I don't know this person. Who is this person? So taking time to get to know yourself, to romance yourself, to love on yourself a little bit more than you have been, a little bit differently now, will be really beneficial. Also, for a lot of you, I'm getting that you guys might, certain things that would have worked for you before are not working for you now, or certain things that you would have, I'm hearing certain things that you would have fallen for before, you're not falling for now, whether that is like falling like into a trap, or like falling in love with, or whatever, whatever would have made you fall in whatever way before, it's not necessarily the same now. The things that you like and dislike in a partner, in a connection, it's changing because you're changing. You're growing more secure, you're growing to be more healthy and mature, and so therefore your wants, your needs, and your desires are also growing and maturing in their vibration as well. We have the World and the Chariot. We have, out of fucking 6 cards, we have 4 major arcana. That's really beautiful. And with the World and the Chariot right here, these are all about forward movement. They're all about changes and like releasing cycles, right? It's all about and look, we have another card that's about balance. That's about the black and the white and everything in between, right? And I'm sorry about the background noise. It's gonna keep on going on and off because that is our heater, and yeah. But look, you have full capability. You have like full, what is the word? In other words, you are fully able and you have full control over where your life is going, or where your love life, where your connections are going from here. It's fully up to you. You just have to make the decision, okay? And don't think that you're rushed or forced into making a decision now if you are not sure, or if you are still thinking or still working on getting there. Take some time if you need it. Just know that you are in full control of your life. And look, the fucking Magician came out again. Almost an entire spread of major arcana. You guys are going through some major fucking changes. Major changes. And this is just popping out even more so to just reiterate that it's all up to you. You have all the tools, you have all of the knowledge, you have all of the capability, all of the power in this situation, okay? So know that it is all going to be okay, and don't rush into anything, okay? Don't feel like, oh, I have to make a decision right now or else this opportunity or this road is going to be closed off. No. In fact, I feel like if you rush into making a decision, it's actually going to close off more roads than waiting and seeing things out and taking your time and being patient. However, if your intuition is telling you absolutely this is the road that I'm going down, I'm 100% sure, don't hesitate to make that decision. But if you are in any way, shape, or form a little confused or not sure or wanting to take your time, 333, definitely do that. And I'm also hearing that your angels want you to call on them, because you guys could be the type of people who just never really ask for help, and Spirit is like, no, ask us for help. We want to help you. We want to help you get past all of these difficulties of your past and move into and help you yeah, help you readjust or adjust to this new version of yourself, and help you leave behind those old versions of self that are not working for you. That's actually really fucking beautiful energy. But take your time. Please take your time. Make intuitive based decisions, but also take your time in these decisions. For some of you, you guys have like an emotional authority, and you really need to wait out your decisions, okay, and not rush into things. All right, let's get two of these. No, I'm sorry, we gotta get some romance angels, and then we'll get two of these cards, and then we will get one of our dream cards to end your reading with. All right, so advice on pile 3's love life, please, Spirit. I'm also hearing Archangel Michael in this reading a lot. He might be one that you want to call on, or one that you work with very closely. We have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Take that however it resonates. We have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So if you guys have been asking, should I make a move? Should I say something? Should I send that text? Should I plan that date? Go ahead and do it. This is a very big confirmation that yes, you should. One more, please. Just one. Just one. We're going to take the one that fell on the floor. We also have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. And on the floor, we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And what was I talking about? Your angels wanting you to connect with them. And we have a big old angel right there. Oh, look. And then there's an angel right here that's rowing the boat. I don't know if you guys can, like, see it very well. But, yeah. That's fucking beautiful. I'm also hearing it doesn't have to be perfect to be a good thing. So take that if it resonates. Can we get 2 messages, please, for the pile number 3 with their love life? Too many. We'll just get this one first. It says the well watcher, wisdom, power of the divine. I feel like also for some of you, you guys could be connected to Athena. There's a lot of warrior energy here. A lot of like, I got me type of energy. And Spirit is like, absolutely the fuck you do. This one. The Dragon's Duel, inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. Definitely, definitely, if you were drawn to pile 2, go watch it, because you guys got some of the same cards. But if not, please don't go watch it if you were not absolutely drawn to it. But with this, we have inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. Like I was saying, the choice is yours. And if you guys are having trouble making a choice, then you need to allow yourself that time and that space to ponder that decision, right? And I'm hearing to enjoy your life. Don't just... We also have 5 and a 7, which are both about change. 5 is about usually physical change, and 7 is about spiritual change. So there's a lot of change going on. It's like you're shedding your skin here. And Spirit really, really wants you to connect with the self. Connect with yourself, and like maybe not even rely that much on your spiritual team. Of course, ask them and call on them for help if you need it, but they're saying that you don't need to rely on them because you have the answers within. All right, now let's get one of these, please. One last message for pile 3. All right, it says, what would you need to give up in order to achieve your dream? All right, guys, just take this however it resonates, and I hope this reading helped you in some way. I love you guys. I will see you next time, and like, comment, and subscribe if it did help. Toodles.